focused minds back up in the building, keeping the Lord first and everything else to come together. Listen, man, Crawford, Spence, this fight was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I had it 50-50 going in. You know, Spence thought he was going to come in here and body Crawford, take him off his game, break him down round by round and knock him out. But Crawford had different plans, and Crawford was on his toes. Crawford was moving Spence around. Crawford was using his jab. And the most thing people don't know, Crawford loved to fight in the pocket. So in the pocket where Spence wanted to be, Crawford was comfortable and really ready to bang, And you would be able to tell the way Spence came out in this fight. Crawford 42-0 in his professional career, Spence 28-1. They both southpaws. But always before the fight, I knew Crawford had more in the toolbox. But I just thought it would be a closer fight. I thought Spence would put up a bigger, better fight. Spence, man, you kind of let yourself down in this one, and I like you, man, but you should have put on a better performance than this. I mean, he made you look elementary in there. Crawford was just all over the place. Crawford in the pocket. Banging with him. You know what I'm saying? Nothing he could do. Spence, this was Spence was doing most of the fight. Trying to avoid them uppercuts, them monster uppercuts that Crawford caught him with in this fight for him ducking down low like this. He was trying to damage the body, but, Crawford wasn't having none of that in this fight. He stayed to the game plan. He used every tool in his toolbox. He boxed him. He moved Spence around. And in the pocket is where he really beat him at, busting him up real good. This knockout right here that Crawford had, you could see Spence kind of leaning off balance. And Crawford came with that left, and he about to finish him off with the right as Spence leaning. You know what I'm saying? And Spence fell. This is at the end of the second round. So once this happened, Spence confidence went out the window. Crawford confidence went out the window up, and I tell you what, man, it was downhill for Spence and his face from this point on. That's what Spence got right there. That right put him down. Spence did hang in there. He wanted to finish the fight, but man, I'm gonna tell you, man, it was a brutal punishment by my man Crawford. There we go again. You see Crawford here. Got Spence ducking low, hitting him with them hooks, hitting him with the uppercut next. You feel what I'm saying? Just domination as far as this fight is concerned in the pocket, where Spence thought he was going to be more comfortable at. Terrance Crawford beat him at his own game. And I mean, he was hitting him with some mean shots, man, all day in this fight. Spence had to reconsider his whole career after this. Crawford right here catching him with the uppercut. That uppercut was the story of the night. Spence reaching, trying to get to that body so bad. Crawford seen it and then delivered on some great uppercut shots. Just destroying Spence in this fight, man. Spence should have did way better than this. He never made no adjustments. Never tried to change up what he was doing. He thought he could get away with the body and the reaching, and Crawford wasn't having none of that. So that's why Crawford, one of the best middleweights in his era, just because of simple fact. And he beat Canelo. So the simple fact that he able to deliver in these big situations, and when people was doubting him, now they saying he was cheating, he on something. Nah, Crawford just got the it factor that only certain boxers got in the game, man. And they can only beat themselves. Crawford delivered on a great fight. He did his thing, and he had Spence looking real bad at the end of this fight. I mean, you tell me, should a top tier boxer come out with his face looking like this? I don't think so. Spence got beat the you know what up. Like what they saying Friday, you got knocked up out. And the boy Spence did get knocked out. He got knocked down numerous of times, man. And you know, no disrespect to you, Arrow, man. I do respect you. You was a warrior. You finished the fight. You just put a horrible F minus effort in. No adjustments. Nothing you could really say is, but damn, you got beat. Jermell Charlo wanted some of Crawford, and you know what I'm saying? I would like to see this fight right here. You know, Jermell ain't got nothing for Crawford, though, man. The way Canelo beat him and the way Crawford beat Canelo, they say styles make fights, but it don't matter, man. Jermell ain't got nothing what it take to beat Crawford, even though he probably do better than Errol did. I'm going to tell you that. But, man, Crawford got all the haters mad, man. He went out on the high horse, retired. Javante up next as a face of boxing, man. You got to respect it, bro.
That before, but you do yourself a good, you bring a good I don't want to say product's not the right word, but you're doing a very honorable service.